everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode, new episode of Karlton Says Live. I'm Karlton T. Clay.
And I'm Tamika LAMPKIN.
Yes, and we're here. Also, we got DJI and split screen. He comes up with something new every week. It's like every week. It's new.
Wow.
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah,
Nice.
This is dope. That's DJI Terrence Williams. He's in the back. He's chilling, running everything. Also joining us on these conversations. Now, let's start out with our campaign. Of course, we are Really Production has been chosen to be a part of a festival in Chicago, Illinois. We've been chosen through our play A Woman's Worth, and we need your help to get there. It's going to cost $600. As you can see, zero. We still at zero. We need to change that, and we need your help. You know what I'm saying? We need help. Just we're driving from actually Atlanta all the way to Chicago in October, and we're going to do the play, and then we're going to head back. So we need your help. You know what I'm saying? We want to represent Augusta, so if you can, that is the lower third. It's the Indiegogo account. If you feel led to give, please do so. No amount is too small. If you don't have it or you don't want to, we ask that you pray that we get it, because we want to. It's oftentimes we always either A, complain about we're not doing anything, there's nothing going on, or B, we're always just always downing our African American community. You're always saying that they're not doing anything. We're always reporting the bad news. Right. But this is something good. You know what I'm saying? There's good things that are happening in Augusta and in our world. So I think that we should do all we can to support. I mean, I'm not just saying that because this is me, but I'm just saying in general, when there are good things happening in our community, especially in the African American community, we should do what we can to support. If you can't give financially, again, I feel like you can spread the word, or you can pray and just pray that, God delivers what we need.
It'll happen.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Receive it, took it. It's here. All right, let's talk. Let's talk about Adrian Peterson. Am I saying this right?
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson. Let's talk about him. NFL player who got reprimanded for reprimanding his child with a switch. Basically, he had to turn himself in apparently. And he got suspended for a game, I think, or whatever. It's just a lot going on with this whole situation. People are in an uproar because they're saying he should not have beat his child with a switch. I'm gonna say something here. I may not be politically correct. I don't care. I know I got hit with a switch.
My mama did not spare the rod.
Okay.
At all, and don't get a flimsy one. Go on out there and find another one.
Exactly. I might didn't get hit with a switch a lot, but I've been hit with a switch before because I was really bad and I needed it. Right. I mean, one of those things where I just think that I'm not a parent, so I can't really speak on it. But I do know people with kids, and some of them kids are bad, and I'm like, it's obvious you don't really discipline your child. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like you let them do whatever they want to, and so then it's like when they grow up, they become teens or adults, and then you're wondering why they're doing certain things because you didn't take care of business at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I could see. I'm not saying do the good times and beat the child with an iron and burn them and all stuff. I'm not saying that's child abuse. But a belt, a switch, a hand, because some parents have some heavy hands. Ask my dad.
Oh my goodness, the hand is worse.
The hand is worse. The hand is worse. Yeah.
The hand. You be like, go find the belt. Like, can I find it for you?
Right.
When you go look for it yourself.
Right. I just kind of feel like he was just disciplining his child. I mean,
and it's a line. It's a line between discipline and it's a line between abuse. And I have a 7-year-old son. I'm a parent myself. Many of you know that. And everyone is like, oh, Aiden's so disciplined. He's so well spoken. He knows when to speak. He knows when to react. And I was raised as children are to be seen and not heard. And even though I don't give the old time way whoopings my mama gave me all the time, Aiden is disciplined. He hasn't caught a switch yet, but that's because I'm too lazy to run outside. But he will be disciplined, and he learns from his mistakes, and he doesn't go out and do anything wrong. And I feel like if you're not disciplining your child, someone's going to end up doing it in the long run. They're going to be out in the street getting beat. They're going to be in a jail getting beat somewhere. And it doesn't happen with every child. And some people say, yeah, well, I grew up without a whooping. I grew up just fine. It's life lessons and whoopings. I don't care what nobody say. Don't be selfish. Don't be petty. Don't be disrespectful. It's certain things, you might not have made it to jail, but you're disrespectful. You're selfish. You're petty. You steal. You just ain't made it there yet.
Yeah.
My baby won't make it there. I'm sorry.
Right. They know not, well, me as a child growing up, knew not to do. I guarantee you, I did it once, and if I got that switch, I didn't get it again.
Right.
You didn't have to worry about me doing or making that same mistake again, because I knew, and especially I knew when I got it, when I tried to talk back to my grandparents and I said something, and I got it, and I knew then that day when I got that switch across my behind, I knew to respect my elders at all times, no matter what. So it's okay, you're gonna leave marks,
of course,
but hey, I guarantee you do it one time, you ain't gonna do it again.
Right.
You're not. Exactly.
Just that simple. It wasn't. I seen the I seen the actual marks that were left on him. Those were just the whelps that was left on him. But if you talking about getting to the point where you hitting him until he bleeds,
right? That's a problem. That's
we got a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Skin coming off and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But you got whelps on you. That's just what it is.
I just want to know where all these people that's petitioning, don't hit your children and all this stuff. Well, where was your antennas when he was falling out in the middle of the floor and acting up? And then you look at the parents like, you ain't gonna do nothing? Well, you won't. I can't whoop him.
Right.
I can't beat him.
Right.
So Aiden get a warning before he get out the car.
I used to get those. When I was younger,
don't touch nothing, don't ask for nothing.
I used to get them. Yep. And it was like, but see, the difference is my mama didn't care. She still whooped me in public. She said, "You act out in public, I'm gonna whoop you in public."
I still got whoopings in public, but I think that was before we couldn't get whoopings in Walmart.
That's true. Yeah, I just think that's sad that parents can't discipline their children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people, parents can't be parents. They're always being policed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
handcuffed, and we just. And I got to say we, because me as a parent, and I got a 21. I know, Tamika, you got a younger child, but my child being 21, it started from the cradle, and I didn't have to worry about any problems out of my son or my daughter. She's 13 now, so I didn't have to worry about those issues or problems out of my children. Me waiting until they're 15, 16 years old, then try to discipline.
And it's a parent peace of mind too to know I can send my child to school, I can send them to church, I can send them with their friends and family members, and know that they know how to act and they know how to behave. It's just a peace of mind in it. And what they did today, that's not a question that ever comes out my mouth. How well did he do today? I expect for him to do well. He is treated very well. He gets what he wants, but he is disciplined.
Yeah. Now here's another issue with this whole Adrian Peterson. Also goes back to Ray Rice and even Rihanna. Should their personal lives impact their jobs? Because as I don't know, for those of you who may not know, Rihanna, her song was taken off of Thursday Night Football last week. CBS, because they're saying that she was a victim of domestic violence, and so they just didn't want. I guess they didn't want the backlash going on with the whole Ray Rice situation. And so they were going to add it again this Thursday, but she was like, F you. She went to Twitter. She just went in on Twitter, F you, the audacity, and all this other stuff. So she went in. So do you feel like people's, I guess, with these NFL players, what they do in their personal lives, should that have an impact on their jobs?
They're in the public eye. I do understand that. To be banned permanently, this is the way I feel about it. And I feel like when you're beating on a woman and when a woman is taking it, it's something past money, past entertainment. It's something that they need help. You banning them is not getting them help. Yes, they should maybe sit out games or a season or whatever, but they need help. When entertainers do it, they make a CD and they come right back. But when you're entertainment with sports, it's like, oh my gosh, you can't be on a... How many other men and women sitting around getting beat up?
It's a lot.
We don't know about. It's a lot, and it goes back to the whole situation with like mistresses and things like that. These are things that we deal with every day and nobody wants to talk about. But as soon as it happens, you want to make an example. I feel like sometimes when they try to make those harsh examples, it's unfair. And I'm not saying he should keep his job as a woman. I've seen him slug her. I'm like, you know what? On both ends, ma'am, you see him tackle football players every day. Why did you swing at him? Like, you knew his strengths and he knows his inner strength. Y'all both wrong. But if she and he okay with it, they need to go pray about it and be okay with it. I feel like it's a certain line that they cross with, I'm digging into your finance, I'm digging into your children and your business and all this stuff. It's too much.
I think it's again, I think they should give them help as opposed to just saying, okay, I'm gonna hit you in the pocket. So now you're broke and you're gonna be even more angry. So you saying now I can't be rehabilitated. So what am I gonna do now?
Right.
So it's like, why suffer through employment because of something that you see? I understand the women's groups and what they're saying, that they shouldn't support. It's not them supporting it. Okay, if they're gonna do something about it, NFL should take the initiative. Again, I'm gonna say this again, and the NFL should take the initiative to take control of the NFL and not it be the WOW. Okay, NFL should seek these players with help. First time offense, second offense, cut your games, cut your pay. Third game, you're done.
Well, the NFL let him slide. It's just that the NFL got the pressure from media.
Yeah.
And that's really what happened.
Yeah.
It was the media and it was other groups that came, and now they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fire you. Sir, you've seen this whole video. Let's not trip. I took a pay cut. I took game cuts and everything. And now all of a sudden, you're going to tell me that I just got to lose my whole job? I feel like he got a case only because they didn't handle it correctly the first time. If you was going to fight him, should have fought him the first time.
It's all about, again, I said this last week, it's all about the brand. It's all about the money. It's all about the green. It's like, you know, if the NFL, it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. If the NFL did not take any action whatsoever after all of this coming out, they would have lost money.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure a lot of companies would have pulled out, and they don't want that. So clearly, it's like they had to do something. So I do agree with Terrence. I just kind of feel like, you know, rehabilitation needs to happen. Something needs to happen, because it seems like every week there's a new NFL story coming out. Like somebody is doing something. I don't like. It's just. Something needs to happen, you know, and we need to find what the common denominator is and get to the root and figure out what's going on. Yeah. And
it's a bad week for the NFL.
It is. And again, I'm going to say this once again: keep your hands off each other, man, woman, boy, girl. Don't hit nobody. I don't care. I mean, it's just
Exactly.
I have an issue. Men shouldn't hit women, but I have an issue with women who hit men. I have an issue with that. Just because you're a woman, don't mean that you can hit a dude and get away with it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's just because you have breasts and a vagina, don't mean you can punch people.
Well, I teach my son that don't let nobody hit on you and don't hit on anyone. And that's just point blank period. I'm not telling him to hit a woman. Of course, I'm not telling him to do that. But at the same time, you have to defend yourself. It's women out here that's bigger than men. And they beating up on men. It's domestic violence both ways.
It is.
It really is. It's men that's afraid to go to the police because they're afraid to look like punks. They're afraid to tell their friends that they're getting beat up. When they get home at night, they're the ones cooking and cleaning. They're the ones that's getting beat in the head every night because the woman that had a bad day. It's not fair in general. Like you said, just don't touch each other. That's not how you need to live.
And I am one of those, and I'm not afraid to admit it, that I am one of those people that was in an abusive relationship, and I kind of kept it up under the rug, never said anything about it. I took the blame whenever the police came out. Yeah, I hit her, or I might say, yeah, we just got in a tussle, and it just. I woke up one day, and I never forget it. Daddy sat me down and told me, he said, son, you'll know when it's time. And trust me, I knew when it was time, because I got tired of the abuse, and I even got to the point where I got the back of my head bust open. And
oh my God.
And that's just how bad the abuse was. And I never said anything to anybody because I was the one being abused. But I didn't want, like Tamika said, I didn't want to be the one looked at as a punk.
Yeah.
Right.
Simple as that.
Let's say that. I have a question, technical question. Is the mic supposed to be way over there?
I can still hear y'all.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Everybody can hear us.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay. Y'all, sometimes we be having like issues. Sometimes y'all don't get to see the episodes because sometimes we ain't be having no audio. Sometimes I'll be like, oh man. I just want to make sure. I was noticing as you was talking, like the mic was like way over there. So we live.
We live.
We're gonna fix that.
We're gonna fix it real quick.
Still here?
We still here. There we go.
You guys want to do it?
Yes.
Turn the leg out.
Turn the leg out. There you go. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had it turned all the way up, but you know.
I just want to make sure we can be heard.
He was like, I mean.
But you can see the mic though. It's here. We good.
I was like, wow, but can they hear us? Did they hear your story?
They can hear his story because he got a mic. They see his big mic right there.
So everything we said though?
No, I'm sure.
Selfish here. I'm just like.
No, but I didn't know that. T. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just think again we just gotta pray for each other, man. You just never know what people are going through, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I never would have known that.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of people in this world are hurting, and a lot of people are dealing with stuff. And sometimes we are so caught up in our own bubble and our own situations that we don't take the time out to think about others.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's huge. I think we just need to NFL needs to figure it out, get it together,
And
find a common denominator.
You don't need to judge until you're in the situation.
That's true.
Don't speak on anything you haven't experienced.
That's
because
true.
you never know when it's going to knock at your front door.
Right.
And that is something that I learned a long time ago. Oh, she getting cheated on. Oh, look at how dumb she looking. And then I turned around and I was the person that was cheated on and looked dumb. You never know until you're in that situation. So don't make assumptions and don't make excuses. Just let them deal with it and pray for them. That's really how I feel about situations like that, because you can say all day, oh, she shouldn't do this and he shouldn't do that, and why didn't you call the police? You wasn't there. You don't know what was going through their head. Like Terrence said, you don't know how many times they wanted to leave and how many times they couldn't give up. So just pray for the person and don't talk about the person, because you ain't the person. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. So all right, we're gonna move on to another subject here. I don't know if you guys watched. I always say her name wrong. Ayana? Is it Ayana?
Don't.
Ayana Van Zant?
We don't say
Yes, her.
Fixing your life.
She's always fixing somebody's life. Well, the season premiere of her show was 2 weeks ago. There's actually a music producer in Atlanta, Georgia, that has 34 kids by 17 women. And here's another thing. He claims 9 more kids because some of the women that he has children by have other kids. So basically he treats all of them as his kids. So in total, he has 43 children. Jesus, take the wheel.
Entire.
And here's the thing.
But he got money to be claiming extra.
He got money apparently. I mean, he's worked with a lot of big names in the industry. I watched both parts, and part 3 actually comes on Sunday on OWN. And at first, I really wanted to judge hard. I wanted to be like, bruh, like, what the hell? Like, it's one of those things. It's like, bruh, like when you got the child like 5, you didn't really think you had a problem. Like, it's just you didn't want to like wear condoms, or And the thing is, he said he wore condoms sometimes. Other times he didn't.
So that's why he don't have 50 kids. He just got 34.
Exactly. But another thing too is that he says every woman that he was with, he potentially thought that he would end up with them, and he wanted to start a family.
So basically,
Right.
he had serial relationships, wanted to restart a family
Right.
with these people. I can understand
Exactly.
that.
And also, and then if you watch the whole episode, because his parents were brought on there. And that's when I took the judgments down. It was just like, because at first, when I first started off, I said, okay, dude, really? But then when if you actually watch it, you're just like, he is a broken man. It's like it goes back to rearing your child at an early age. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. I've never forgotten that verse. And that verse is so true.
It is.
Because, like I said, you watch this man and you listen to his father. Like his father was on there, and his mother. Apparently, his mother never loved his dad, and so she was dealing with, because she never loved herself fully. She never learned how to love herself, so she was dealing with that. Oh Lord. And then apparently there was abuse between the mother and father. Like physical abuse. The father was denying it all throughout the episode. But Ayana finally got to admit the truth. And the father had other children. So when the music producer, when he was young, he would go stay with his father. Like he never had a room. Like he would like sleep on the floor by the bathroom. And while his sisters had different rooms and stuff like that. So this guy is coming from a very bad place, a very broken home, and he said he modeled what he saw from his dad. You know, his dad had multiple kids, so that's what he thought. But he always longed for that family that he never had. And
so he didn't see anything wrong with the multiple kids. He just saw something wrong with the lack of love. So he was searching for the love with the kids.
Right, exactly.
And the thing is, what I watched, between these two, this right here between these two were, I don't know what to say about the young lady that on.
Those are both of his baby's mamas. Well, two of them.
They look just alike.
On the left, they were friends. Mm-hmm. Now she's got anger toward the young lady on the right. Not to say that he is and still sleeping with this young lady here on the left.
The one with the three.
With the three, the light skin.
Well, the four, excuse me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one with the four. Because Ayanna asked, is any of you still sleeping with him? And she raised her hand. But this young lady here, when she asked her, this young lady right here, she immediately turned back to her friend instead of saying, hey, do he have a problem or do I have a problem? Do I need to move on? Is there something wrong with me? But she insisted on that not all the other women that's around him had a problem. It was just this one, her best friend that she intentionally didn't get along with or had a problem with. It seems like she didn't care about nothing else but her ex or so-called friend that she had in the past.
Yeah.
You can't blame the man for everything too. And I ain't trying to take up for a man, and I ain't trying to, I have been in similar situations. I'm not trying to say that the man should always get blamed. What I'm saying is that sometimes it turns into a competition. Okay, I got one child. I know women that have had children by a man and have had 2 and 3, and I want to have a baby, and I want to have the last one, and you pregnant, now it's time for me to get pregnant and take attention off of you and put it on me. It's irresponsibility. If you know this man done got to kid 9 and kid 10, if you're a woman that longs to have a child and you just got to have a child with him, you need to stop at 1. Don't have 4, 5, 6, 7. You need to stop at 1. You need to stop yourself there. I stopped at 1. And I feel like when it becomes a competition of who he loved the most and who he's sleeping with tonight and where was he last night, and you got pregnant in February, well, I was with him in January, and that's when I had my baby. It turns into an all-out war. And now this man is pulled in different directions, and he can't concentrate on his children because he's too busy trying to get out of the fire of what y'all doing. Mm-hmm. And I really feel like if he was concentrated on his children when he got, like you said, to 5 or 6, he wouldn't have had 34 children, because you busy trying to figure out how to get Johnny to soccer game, how to get Susie to cheerleading practice, how to get them into college, how to get them into church and into, Bible study and stuff like that. When you get out of control and you worried about the wrong thing, that's when these things happen, and it snowballs.
Yeah.
And it's everyone that is involved. It's their fault. I understand if you had one, you're like, I didn't know that I was getting myself into this situation. Okay, pray about it and get out. But when you continue to keep on having kids, you just as much at fault. You still sleeping with him and know he's still sleeping with her, just had baby number 35, you still just as much as at fault as he is.
Yeah, and I think the saddest part to me was because it's a range, I think, from like 26 to 2. That's the range. The older kids can't stand him. Yeah, they hate him.
They are angry.
They are really angry. You could, especially the girls. The son, he kind of like, he angry, but it's kind of like, that's just my pops, whatever, blah blah blah. The girls, they don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing.
Yeah, especially the oldest girl. I think the oldest girl, she got so much resentment because she has a child herself. So he's a grandfather as well. So, but she just kind of like, how could you do this? And then there's the youngest to the oldest girl, number 3. She was kind of confused herself. She was trying to be understanding. And wanted to understand her dad, but at the same time, she was just like, just like Tamika said, hey, I don't know what to do. When you break up homes like that, and you have different children all over the place.
And women look to their fathers.
Yeah.
And you can understand their frustration and their hurt because they don't understand what's going on. They don't have anything to emulate. Yeah. Their mother's still sleeping with them, and their father's still going out having children. What are they going to grow up to emulate as an adult? Right.
And another sad part too, because I had a real close relationship with my grandmother on my mom's side. I felt bad for the grandmother too, because she was saying, "I don't know how to be a grandmother to all these kids. Your grandma is that one you could go sit on her lap and you just and you just nestle with your grandma. You just that's that bond, that relationship." And she was just like, "I don't know how to be." She never. It's like I think it's some of the grandkids she's never met before or ever seen or don't even know they exist. So it's a really sad situation, and it's sad. It really is. I normally don't watch Ayanna. I really can't get down with the Fix My Life show sometimes. But this one caught me, and it was good. And I like I said, part 3 comes on Sunday on OWN, so definitely check it out. They're gonna show probably part 1 and 2 before they show part 3. So
make sure you really watch it.
Yeah,
make sure you watch it, because it's really, like Karlton said, is you start off judging this young man, and then once you start to see his story, it changes by the end. By the time you even just getting to part 2, I kind of understood where he was coming from. I was just saying to myself, maybe he's just a dog. No, he's not just a dog. It's some love issues that
it's something going on. Yeah. It's deep. It's deeper. Again, just go back. You never know what people are going through. So
and what's going through their head.
Exactly. All right, moving on. I want to talk about Kanye West. He's an ass. I'm sorry, and I know my mom probably watching this, and she's saying, "Karlton, why are you saying those words?" I apologize. I don't like him. I don't like Kanye West. Here's the story. Basically, Kanye West was doing a concert. Kanye West had, from what I hear, I've never been to a Kanye West concert, never will go to one. From what I hear, he likes for everyone to stand up during his concerts. He will not perform unless everybody's standing up. So he goes, he's performing, probably for Jesus Walks, probably doing that, whatever. I know it's a throwback, but he probably singing or whatever. And then there's these people that are on the handicapped wheelchair access level, and they're sitting there. Clearly, they can't get up. And he stops. He said, "No, get up." Like, he telling everybody to get up.
Point to your neighbor. Tell them to get up. If they sitting down, tell them I'm not going to keep on singing until they get up.
Really?
Here's my thing with that.
Really?
Jay-Z, Kanye West, all those levels. This ain't no $20, $30 concert, and everybody know it. So if I'm going to pay half of my rent money to see you, I should be able to sit down, put my feet up, take my shoes off, get real comfortable if I want to. You shouldn't tell me, like Steve Harvey said on Kings of Comedy, don't tell me to stand up, put my hands up, and exhaust myself. I'm paying you. You being paid to entertain me at this point. And then for you to do that and they was handicapped, I know you felt real.
That's stupid. And a lot of people trying to say, well, he didn't know. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be focused on who's standing there. You should just be giving a great show. Like, and I'm not trying to down Kanye West fans. There are people who really love him. That's cool. Hats off to you. But my thing is people feed into his ego so much. Yeah, that's why he feel like he can get away with stuff.
Right.
Yo, Jesus. Yo, I mean, it's like all this stuff. It's like, y'all chill out. I feel like if people really really band together and were just like, yo, Kanye, we done with you.
And then you wonder why people talk bad about you. You wonder why people say this and say that about you. These people don't have your money, Kanye. They done saved up to buy your tickets. Right. They done came out to support you. They put money in your pockets and you yelling at them, telling them to get up.
And my thing is this too. I just think that people just he's so over the top. He's aggravating. I can't stand him. I like old Kanye. I was rocking with old school Kanye. This new,
I ain't gonna lie, I pray for Kim because she take up for him for everything he do. And I know, everybody say, I don't like him and she get what she deserve. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, everybody got to check a pass and she ain't no perfect than the next person besides you. And I feel like whatever it is, if she like it, I love it. But I feel like it's something deeply rooted in that relationship to where because she done totally calmed down. Yes, I believe in the submissive thing, but it's something that's deeply rooted in her for her to think that it's okay for her husband to, it was just a mistake. You should have been like, no, he was wrong for that.
Yeah.
I still love him and I stand beside him, but yeah, he was wrong for that.
Right. A lot of people say Kanye West is a genius. I'm not down that, but his genius is being overshadowed by his crazy.
A lot of geniuses are crazy.
I'm done. Kanye West over with. I'm through with him. We're gonna go a little over 30 minutes, obviously. We're not going too long, but I want to talk about The real quick, cause that's my new favorite daytime show. I love The Real. At first, I was a little iffier on it because I used to not be a big Adrian Peterson fan, because I remember back when 3LW used to be rumors that she used to be really rude.
She probably was, so she was 16.
You know what I'm saying? She was I remember she had a MySpace page, and she used to be Don't ask me if I'm the real Adrian Baylon. No, I would not. Don't ask me for friend requests. Don't do this. It was a whole bunch of rules she used to have on her MySpace page.
She had light skin syndrome.
But it was just a whole bunch of she just kind of used to give out this aura that she was like real rude.
Yeah.
But watching the real, and of course I love Tamar. I love Tamir Myra because I'm a Myra fan forever. And Jeannie Mai, she's awesome. I've seen her on a few stuff. And Lonnie Love, she's funny. She's hilarious.
Yeah,
but I just think the show is awesome. It's a great show. It's kind of like a younger version of The View.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're bringing it to the younger generation.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun to me, and to me, it's a lot more vibrant.
Is it more fun than Keke Palmer that you fought me for?
I love Keke Palmer.
But
love it. No, they're both the same. I feel like honestly, can I say this? I feel like 106 & Park needs to go off the air.
It do.
It's over.
Sorry.
It needs to go off. They need to put Keke at 5 and The Real at 6. Because I honestly...
When Bow Wow stopped being Mr. 106 & Park and started being on 106 & Park, that was it. Let's be
real. 106 & Park was over when AJ and Free F. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Right.
Take it off. I mean,
could they change the format? It kind of looks like Sports Center now, where they have stuff on the side and then have stuff at the bottom.
Of a video. I need to see the beginning to the end credit.
It's whack.
People spend money to make videos, and I'm gonna need to see it.
I agree. But yes, definitely tune in if you want to watch The Real. It's funny to keep it real. It's hilarious. It comes on in Augusta. It comes on NBC at noon. I don't know what come on with your station, but if you got BET, it come on at 6 and it comes on at 1 a.m. That's old. I said this is the new one of The Real. So it's a great show. It's funny. It's hilarious. You'll crack up. I promise you. And I don't endorse stuff I don't like. So
right.
Yeah. We were going to talk about some TV shows, but we are actually running out of time. I gotta actually get back to work. I'm actually on break right now. So
you break when you break, huh?
But real quick before we go, we do have a clip. Victory Productions has a new web series out. It's called Karma. I do want to show a clip of that real quick, just a few seconds of it, so you guys kind of get a little sneak peek. Well, not sneak because it's out, but just kind of get a little clip of what's going on.
I can't believe the day is finally here. Today is the day that you say I do to the man that you love. The man that you will be spending the rest of your life with. Do you, Karma Jones, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? To have and to hold, and richer and poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part.
Excuse you? Do you mind? Take off my ring. What are you doing?
Oops,
I have got to get ready.
That is Karma. That is our new web series. It's actually our third one for Victory Productions, starring Ashley Black, and that was Altina Menifee. They're playing sisters, and if you get it, Karma, she was acting like she was getting married, but she wasn't really. Actually, her sister's getting married, so she was kind of fantasizing a wedding that she doesn't have.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a good show. Don't be mad. It's only 7 minutes. Because by web series standards, you have to be, that should be from 8 to 10. I kind of be disobeying web series standards sometimes, but I'm trying to get right with this new one. So, yeah.
So we're going to get teased, guys. Just know that.
So tune in.
Oh, Shonda Rhimes Jr.
Yes, speak it.
Yes.
I'll take it. That's what I want. Shonda Rhimes Thursday starts next Thursday.
Yes, tune in.
Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and new show How to Get Away with Murder on ABC.
8 to 11.
Tune in. I'm going to figure out a way how to. Trust and believe. And make sure if you got Woman's Worth, make sure you support. Go to Indiegogo account. Definitely support us. We really, really, really need your help. Also, again, Karma, www.youtube.com/Karma, the web show. Definitely check it out. We thank you for joining us for Karlton Says Live. I got to get back to work. Tamika's here. Thank you for joining me today.
No problem.
DJ I am Terrence Williams. Thank you for all your input and everything that you do. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we will see y'all next Friday right here, same time, same web channel. Peace.
Bye.